Good morning. It's Friday. We're supposed to open at 8. I'm walking in the door at 7:53, so I don't have time for a big morning spiel. But we're about to get this store open, so come with us.
Hello, I'm Joe.
And I'm Jessica.
Years back, we set out to find a lifestyle that allowed us to live comfortably, homeschool our 3 children, and make a life and legacy we would be proud of.
Reselling liquidated goods both online and locally through our bin store was the vehicle that allowed us to do just that.
It's hard work, it's constantly changing, but we wouldn't trade it for the world.
Here's the story of how our small business runs in the midst of all the challenges life throws at us.
As always, thank you for stopping by, and come on in.
Initial rush is over, but usually we'll get another one here in about a couple hours around lunchtime. So I'm going to take this time, I'm going to get myself something to drink, check my emails and all that. So when you guys email me and you see me email you back at like around lunchtime, that's why. It's part of the routine, but we have a few other things that we need to get done as well. We need to go ahead and start moving. One of the things that's really awesome about just this whole moving situation, we've always gotten really lucky with amazing landlords. Let's just say that. The people who own this building owned the building that we had previous, so we were able to transfer our lease over, has been super understanding, really great landlords. And so far, this new landlord has been able to help us with our growth. And that's the thing, if you are a reseller and you are growing, sometimes you need the space that you can grow into, but you may not have the means to do that immediately. Talk with them, see if you can make, the worst that they can say is no, right? See if you can make something work that is comfortable with the two of them. And if you have a reputation for honesty and hard work, it'll be a lot easier. I mean, yeah, maybe you can slide under the radar for a little while, and it'll give you a temporary relief. But you need to think long term, right? And your reputation and how you do business is going to be the thing. Whenever you're making new business connections and new business relationships, that's going to be the thing that speaks louder than whatever it is that you say in any meeting or on any phone call. So this is one of those times where, yes, it's been slow growing and slow moving for us in some ways, but we kept it honest, and we were open and connected, and we asked for what we wanted, and most of the time we didn't get it, but at least we asked. And so it just becomes one of those things where right now we are able to move into our space well in advance. So it's not like we have a weekend to move everything. We actually have almost a month to move everything. So today is part of phase 1 of moving things. So I'm here at the store, and I'll be running the floor with a few employees, and then Joe, Tanya, and Whitney, they're going to be trying to empty out one of the warehouses and move everything to the new store. So hopefully we can do this in small stages, get it done, get it set up with plenty of time left over.
Pallets off at the warehouse, and then when you go by the storage unit, get the last 2 pallets that are there, take them to the new store, grab stuff from the new store, go to the storage unit, get it cleaned out, and then let them know that we're done so we can get some of our money back from this month.
One reason we're so excited to be able to move is that we're not going to have to do this anymore. We've got this trailer. It can carry about 2 pallets at a time and maybe some loose stuff around it. So a typical week involves a bunch of Joe loading pallets, taking them from one place to another, and then unloading pallets. That is not going to be something that we have to do anymore. So that's going to save us hours in our work week that we could actually be putting to something else, and I'm super stoked about it. here we are in the new building where we will no longer need you know, our little warehouses and things like that. So it's all going to be here. We've already started the moving process. So we do have some stuff already here. Trying to figure out the next phase of the plan. We just finished emptying out one of our warehouses. We've got the last bit of that stuff here. It is hot. I am so sweaty. So yes, I do not perspire. I sweat. Okay, so here's kind of what we've got going on. It's kind of the ideal mapping space for now. Obviously, things might change, but you know, this would be the front door. So we're in this office right now. Would be where we store our pallets and all of that stuff, where we can process the pallets out and everything like that. And then the green would be like our general merchandise bins, the basic stuff. We'll have our retail walls here along the sides. And then this here is the testing station there. And then we've also got the this will be the checkout counter, which we're not 100% sure how we're going to make that work, or if that's how it's going to be. But this is like the temporary, the ideal situation that we got going on here. A couple of other things that we're trying to get done, you know, is like, for example, this wall here. We would like to get it painted, but with all of the growth and stuff, it's just not wise to pay to get it done. So either one of us is going to have to paint this, or maybe we can start. This is kind of where networking and being in touch with other businesses work out, that maybe there'd be somebody who loves to shop the bins that can do a great paint job, that would be willing to exchange or barter for services. So we've got a couple of walls, the bathroom, the little office area that has a very chipped brown paint, and I really feel like a fresh coat of paint on top of this, or however professional painters do it. Those of you who know what you're doing, thank you, because I don't. However, whatever that entails would be ideal, and I think it would spruce up the place and make it look a lot neater.
Finally all cleaned, and to be honest, I'm only like almost a year behind schedule. It was supposed to have been cleaned out when we got our warehouse, but I never did. It turns out we actually needed the space because we filled up the warehouse, and we needed extra space to store all the stuff that we never got out of here. So it is what it is, but one thing crossed off the list. Now we just gotta get the warehouse moved, and a bunch of other stuff.
We got a lot done today. Sales have been pretty decent, while Joe and I have been out doing all the other stuff. We've got the warehouse completely, not the warehouse, we've got the storage unit completely cleared out, so that's one thing off the to-do list that needs to be done. So next step is to get everything out of the warehouse and then start setting up. And you know, we've still got about a couple weeks before we actually have to do everything. So I think we're pretty good on track. We've got the floor plan of like how we're gonna get things laid out. Of course, it's just a plan, because once we get in there, things might change. That is just part of it. But I guess the main thing that I would like to share with you is that you never truly arrive when it comes to building businesses like this. There's always room to grow. there's always more that you can do. There's always new goals that you can set. So, you know, I don't think any of us really fully get content with the destination because there's always more. So you have to learn to be content in the process. And as stressful as moving is, we've done it quite a bit these last few years in the midst of our growth. I am content with the journey. I'm content with where we are. But it doesn't mean that there isn't still room to grow. So with that, I leave you guys, and I'll keep you updated on the move and how it's going. And so, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Until next time, peace.